everyone, I'm Crystal and welcome to my channel. This is Lee Loves Books _. I have the same handle on Bookstagram, and some of you guys may know me from Booktok. That one's a different handle. It's krysslee.books. And yeah, welcome to my channel. So I decided that the first video is going to be the newbie tag, which I answer a couple of questions that people may or may not know and go from there. So again, this is my introduction video, so it's gonna be, I'm gonna try to make it short. I don't want to keep talking because I don't know where I'm gonna really go with this channel. I'm, learning as I go. So the first question is, why did I start this channel? I started this channel mainly to talk a little bit more in depth about the books that I've read. I'm not very great at being consistent with my reviews, and it's easier for me to talk about them versus actually writing it out. Question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things I can bring to Booktube? I don't know. I mean, I consider myself to be fun and unique. So my personality is a little bit snark, a little bit funny, but I also try to keep it 100% honest, which is what I'll try to bring to my Booktube channel. I know sometimes you have to kind of I don't want to say sugarcoat things, but say it in a way that maybe a little bit more political correct. So question 3 is, what am I most excited about with this? I would say learning a new app, editing. That's probably exciting to me. It's also probably going to be a little bit challenging, but we're going to try it. 4 is, why do I love reading? I love reading because, actually, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it did help me during some really tough times in my life. But things are great, and I don't know why I continue to read. It's fun. So that's probably why I love reading, because it's fun to be able to escape into these fictional worlds. Question 5 is, what book or series got me into reading? So officially reading romance books, I want to say it was probably Twilight. Funny little story about that. I actually DNF'd Twilight when I first started reading, but I was dragged into watching the movies in theaters, and once that, I was like, let me go ahead and read the books. So I did. I read the entire series. I actually have the entire series on my bookshelf. It's a gift, which is the only reason why I haven't gotten rid of it, because honestly, as an adult, I can say that Twilight is actually terrible. Don't cancel me. But I have nostalgic memories tied to it, and it did get me into reading. So that's kind of another reason why it stays on the shelf, nostalgic reasons. Challenges, do I think starting a Booktube channel would be the hardest to overcome? I think it's probably being consistent, and also maybe the editing, because I am very new to all of this. So it's just, I'm going to be learning as I go. So I guess that would be the challenging thing. And also, doing it consistently, because I do work a full-time job. I'm out of the house now. I don't work from home like I used to when I first started my Booktok channel. So during the week, it's a no-go when it comes to filming content for the most part. So I usually do it on the weekends. So that would be probably the challenge, because then also if I have things to do on the weekend, other engagements, then, my social medias kind of fall by the wayside. Question 8 is, when did I start reading? I started reading for pleasure, I feel like we should say that, around 14, 15, again, with those Twilight books. Because, you're technically still reading as a kid for school, it's just not for pleasure. So 14, 15, I want to say. And it's romance primarily. I didn't really read a lot of fantasy and stuff like that, although I guess you can kind of consider Twilight fantasy, because there wasn't really much spicy going on in there. But at the time, it was spicy, you know what I'm saying? Where do I read? I read in my bedroom. That is the #1 spot. I like to be very, very comfortable, and my bedroom is the most comfortable spot in its entirety. I do sometimes read in the living room, but that's usually when because I live with my younger sister, so when we're trying to spend quality time together but not quality time together, we are in the living room, both doing our own things, but it's just there together. What kind of books do I like to read? I kind of think I've probably mentioned it a little bit, and by my bookshelf you can kind of tell, romance books. Specifically spicy romance books or smutty books, so to speak, because I personally think there's a little bit of a difference between smutty and spicy, but some other people may not agree with that. What does my book collection look like? There's a little bit of a preview here. I will probably eventually do a bookshelf tour. I'm still in the middle of, you know, shuffling things around because I just got some new books, and I also plan to buy another bookshelf next week. So at least that's the plan. I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen. But my book collection, brief overview, this shelf here, which is featured heavily on my Booktok channel, this is my dark and super spicy shelf, because I do read a lot of dark romances. This is my monster but contemporary super spicy, which is like a very nice palette cleanser for myself. And then the one not pictured, because I have 3 shelves, is my small town sports, sometimes new adult collection, and then the Twilight collection that's on the bottom, because, you know, I had to put it on the shelf. But yeah, I did say a lot on here. I'm gonna try not to do that, but no guarantees. This is my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure only 5 people are going to watch this, and that's fine, because those 5 people are the best people in my circle. I love you guys. I'm pretty sure it's all of my mutuals on Bookstagram and Booktok. Love you guys, and let's start this new adventure. Have a good day.